Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. So we're back with the build for the season 2, and we're gonna continue covering everything that is new. So not only we got a new track with State Pier Spirit, which I should covered it, but also we got like a bunch of updated tracks, and one of them was Barber's Sport Park in Alabama. And I was looking at the history of this place. I did not realize that this place is very new. I thought this place is like a couple decades old. I thought this place was like back to the 80s or 70s or whatever. But no, this track actually opened it up in 2003, which is amazing because this is one of the first tracks to be scanned by iRacing when iRacing started up in 2004 or so. It was like literally one of, not the first tracks, the real tracks to be scanned by iRacing. So it's a pretty big deal that this track finally got updated after like almost 20 years. It's crazy, but it's about time. And to be honest, this track in real life did not get that many changes. Like a bunch of extra artwork, and also the big building to the right of the screen here, the museum, that's also new since the scan. But other than that, there's not a lot of changes. But we're gonna go and cover everything that's kind of new or not. Anyway, we'll be driving the Indy car. So with that said, we are gonna, gig in and have some fun with this. Feel out the refresh. So we are put on everything with the overlays and see what we got, and hopefully I'll be able to point out what's new and what's old, I guess. Sorry, I'm kind of bumbling. I've been talking a lot tonight, so. This all looks the same except for new trees and the 3D grass. So it's really updated to the current art stick standards that on iRacing. And also the off-track Charian is also updated. So this looks the same so far. Oh, it's pretty dusty. And the curbs look very old. It's looks like it has not been painted in a long time, so I don't know if that's accurate to in real life or not. But the curbs should have no colors to them, which is surprising. And then we're gonna go to this weird tight hairpin. You got the spider that was there before, and it looked like the curbs are a little bit flatter now. So I think the bridges are due to. I don't think the bridges were there before. So, and then you got like we're attacking this corner a little bit better now. It seemed like. So there's more curb into it, and there's look at this. They even built in more concrete to it, and you got the museum that was not there before. I believe that was not there before, so that's new. And we're gonna keep going here to this quick couple corners, and then you got really more curbing here than before. So there's more curbing to the curbs here, and then. Yeah, you can really attack these corners a little bit more now. They added the concrete behind the curbs, so you can actually take the track a little bit more aggressively now. And then, yeah, other than that, it looked the same. Other than the curbs being a little bit deeper with the concrete. So that's like the main changes for me are the curbs. More curbing to it, and the museum obviously, but other than that, it's just you know, update it to the, you know, to the iRacing art stick standards. Oh, gee, I thought I was gonna go off. Oh, no. Yeah, I did that to myself, so let's try again. But the frames, I will say the frames are a little bit smoother here than most of the later tracks, like State Petersburg. And I don't know, it's because there's a lot of it is still attached to the old stuff, or not, but the frames should feel way more stable than, you know, the newer tracks. I feel like the newer track is just so rough with the frames and the performance, which is really frustrating to me, but there's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, you can really attack the curbs a little bit deeper now. That's the big change comparing to what the old scan. Not really the old scan, but the old stuff, I guess. I guess old scan's a better way to set it for now, even though it's not exactly true. It's still like the original scan with the new artwork that is updated with the 3D stuff, the 3D fences, the 3D grass, and all the other stuff. So, let's some fun with this. Missed the corner. I feel I can throw the coriander a little bit more than that. Alright, that was pretty good. I can do better with that corner. That corner could be a little bit better. Yeah, that's way better. Way better. Way better. I'm gonna miss it. That was a heck of a mess. we can attack these corners a lot better than the old scan. That's for sure. This is more of a attacking track now, rather than to try and stay on and not get killed by curbs, like it used to be before. Good stuff. Bit wiggle there, but we're able to save it. I missed that corner a little bit. That'll do it for now. That'll do it for now. Oh, that's a bit wreck. Well then. How bad was that? Let's see how bad that wreck was. Ooh. That was something. Alright, so look around that lap from the TV. Like I was saying, the curbs. As far as the track goes, the curbs is a pretty major difference comparing to what it was before. You're able to attack it a little bit more. And then also, all the new 3D stuff. You got the bridges, you got the trees, you got the grass. So that's all improve it, and the colors are improve it other than the curbs. And then you got a couple buildings and museums, and you got the bridges over the track now. So there you have it. I'm sure when any car comes here in real life, they'll be adding a bunch of sponsor stuff. But we'll see if that's the case or not. If the iRacing's gonna use the upcoming IndyCar race here as a reference for the sponsors. But yeah, there you have it. And then we'll, for sure, we'll be, flying around and looking at stuff, I guess. I think this was there before, it was the paddock. Pretty sure that was there before. The parking lot looks a lot newer. I believe the parking lot was a bit slope before. I could be wrong, but... And you got the hills of Alabama around it, so... All these trees are new and improved. So... All the little finer details are improved. You got the gravels, they're improved. And then you got the fences that are, the fences that are new. Going up here, you got the spire here, a little bit more details to it. So that's really cool. And I don't believe these bridges were there before, so that's cool too. And then you got these Buffalo Bills here. And then you got what the oh, they're like doors. Oh, that is something. And my cat is the kittens, the kittens that I'm fostering, they're currently trying to scrape my computer. Oh, and then you got this is pretty famous because there's like an IndyCar race a couple years ago, and this thing fell onto the track, caused a red flag. Well, I think yellow flag until they remove it, this thing. And then you got this thing as well. Look like a football player to me. At least that's what it looks like to me. And you got, I guess you got the ants. So that's really cool. You got this creek. And you got, the bridges. I don't think that was there before, so that's kind of new. And you got this little lake. Again, I don't believe that was there before. And then you got the waterfall. Oh gee, the kittens are being rough right now. But this is a really cool. Oh, you got the creek that are kind of flowing. So I mean, that's all very beautiful looking. Oh, look like there's Steve and Hart Jr. here. Hello there. You got the dragonfly, which is pretty awesome. And you got the museum here. So the museum is like the largest collection of motorcycles in the whole world. Apparently, when I was doing my research, you got 1,600 motorcycles living in this building right now. So that's kind of crazy to me. And you got some kind of creek, I guess. I don't know. And then, moving on. Oh. And then you got this thing here. This is always a little bit creepy to me, but I guess. This is always a little bit creepy in my opinion, but what can you do about it? Sorry, taking a screenshot in case I want to use it, but probably not. And of course, the kittens are on the desk, so I have to get them off for a second. I feel bad because I'm trying to do this video and they're obviously trying to give me attention. I'll have to give them attention shortly. They're just a screamer for sure. I don't really see anything else that's new, but it's just more details to it. Definitely more details now, so that's really cool. iRacing, they get wonderful work on this place. Wonderful work. We can fill in the whole thing now a little bit more. Oh my gosh. God, the kittens are being crazy. I'm sorry. But, definitely more finer details now. So, again, iRacing, they get a fantastic job with this. So, that's pretty much it. I hope. Try and wrap this video up so I can, get going and play with the kittens. No shame in saying that out loud. I should want to be able to play with my foster kitten, and I think they want to play with me too. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Gosh, this is more of a struggle than usual is for me. Well, there you have it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying that. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all later. Have a good one.